welcome. We've decided to move on location, on set. Our
beautiful
this
DeKalb.
is beautiful DeKalb on a lovely, albeit slightly chilly evening. And we decided, well, Susie really, well, we kind of came up with it.
The plan, the pack.
I was gonna say you said it was like Zach Galifianakis in his show Between Two Ferns, and so we decided to name ours Between Two Herbs because, as you can see, my basil and my mint is going gangbusters.
Yay.
So anyway,
You're like Shaq.
yeah, I love Shackley. So you too can sprout like my herbs.
Yes.
So on the heels of our last video, we are running a 10K in October
That's
26th.
the plan.
And we're gonna have a bunch of people with us. We're gonna make T-shirts. We're gonna throw a big party
I've
afterwards.
heard there's pasta.
There's gonna be pasta
I've been
beforehand.
promised pasta.
And then afterward, they give you beer right
Wait,
when
we're
you
eating
cross.
pasta before?
We have to eat pasta before you run. You have to carbo load. It's like how carbo load. It's like how it works.
Okay.
2 pastas. So you eat pasta the night before,
Okay.
and then you're like, I'm marathon man. And then we'll do the race, and then after, the greatest thing about this race is that they give you beer right after. Like
They give you at the place.
Yeah. Yeah. You go up and you're like, oh, I'm such an elite athlete.
That's why
beer.
all those Ks.
All
people
the
are talking
Ks,
about how
yeah.
it's too many Ks. Think of the beer.
That's right. I actually never, ever drank beer until I started running. That is true. I came home from a run one day and I had a taste for beer. I had, we happened to have a blue moon in the house. Had it, was like, this is amazing. And then it kind of became, my thing.
Nice.
So, yeah.
Nice.
So,
There you go.
yes, kids, that's the
You
reason
ever
we're
want to get into beer, you need to start running
That's right.
to get into beer.
So, we thought that we would also share with you some of the products that we'll be using from Shackley to help us gear up for the race, and also offer it as a pack, or September or August. We'll call it mid-August. Wait, it's like late
September,
August. We'll call it a September pack. We'll have it
Next
ready
week
for September shipping.
Yeah.
Or drop off, whichever. We'll keep it the same as it's always been, $24 if you're local, $29 if I have to ship to you. And we're going to tell you about some of these products. I'll start with my favorite that I use. I started using the Energy Chews several months ago, and they're great. I have a friend who just ran a half marathon and used them in her training and said they made a huge difference for her training. I pop in 2 about 15 minutes before I go for a run, and they are amazing for roadblocks. I think every runner has a sort of rhythm that they fall into, where whether it's the first mile that's horrible and then you feel good after that. My dad always says he's like the Tin Man, and for the first mile it's like, oh crap, like can't keep.
That's true though. I actually just discovered that the other day for the first time.
Yeah.
Because I haven't ran very long yet, but I ran the other day and I did 3 miles, and it was the first time that I ever was like, yeah, that first mile was horrible.
Yeah.
And then I kind of hit a stride.
And then you hit a stride, yeah. For me, I have a little roadblock between 2 and 3, and then typically between 4 and 5. And then, like, if I can just get past like 5 1/4, then I feel like I could run forever. But that obviously doesn't happen very often. So, Energy Chews, get them. Then what else? The Performance Sports Aid is Shackley's version of Gatorade, and it is phenomenal. I can't wait to start incorporating this more regularly into my post. As Steve wants to be part of the video tonight.
Yeah, hydration, electrolyte.
Yes,
drink.
electrolyte replacement. Yeah.
I can't drink Gatorade. Gatorade makes me ill, and I've had the stomach flu many times, and I've been really, really sick. And my husband has bought me Gatorade, and he's bought me like the blue Gatorade or the purple or the red, like something that he thought would be a good flavor.
Yeah.
And it tastes disgusting to me, and Performance is not like that, and you can mix it with stuff.
Right. So we're going to. I think we're going to start off with is the lemon lime. And we hear that it's really delicious also if you mix it with the pomegranate energizing tea, and they call it the Shaklee Red Bull. Yeah. So, right. What else?
Then we're going to do so we have a new shake coming out. So I was very nervous when this was unveiled. Everybody who went to our global conference last month, well I guess this month, a couple weeks ago, got to see the release of this new shake, and it's called Life Energizing Shake.
The Life Energizing.
Life.
Yep.
The lifeblood.
The whole lifeline.
The whole lifeline, and it's replacing our other, like our 180 energizing shake or energizing smoothies and our vitalizing protein, which that almost lost me because the vitalizing protein is like,
That's your jam.
it's my jam. It's so good. But the Life Shake is really good. It's really, really
And
good.
they've added probiotics right into the
There's
shake.
pre and probiotics
In the shake. So,
which is awesome for those of us with tummy troubles.
I'm really excited to try it. It's still available in soy and non-soy.
And the plant protein. We haven't had a non-dairy version that has had really what a lot of people found to be a really good source of protein, because we had whey and soy and everything before. But for people who are like anti-soy, anti-dairy, all of that stuff, the plant protein in this is really amazing. It's got really good sources, and it's 24 grams of protein per serving, which is righteous for the plant protein.
Yeah, so we decided to do this one. There's also the Physique
Yeah.
shake, but that's
Yeah.
we decided to do this one because we want the ability to use it for both post-workout repair as well as what we typically use it for, you
Yeah.
know, for just smoothies and snacks.
Like a breakfast shake or something, because the Physique is more for like if you're doing a heavy workout, like if you're a bodybuilder or you do something that's really high intensity. The Physique is great for muscle repair and all of that. Which so is the Life Shake also has leucine in it, which is really good to keep your lean muscle. But the Physique is more for like specifically post-workout, and the Life Shake, you could wake up and just drink that as a shake, and it's really good for those of us who like, you know, when I'm running out to go drop my kid off at school and it's 8:30 in the morning and I've made his lunch and I've made the kids breakfast and I'm like, okay, I'm starving and I'm about to go drive a car with kids in it, like I need some kind of nutrition. So the shake is good for that too, but it's also good for post-run, like a replenishing, or just like
Or a
throughout
blue
the
moon.
day, or a blue moon.
I don't know. It depends on who you are.
Depends on what you want. But then the other thing is the Joint Health Complex, which that's the thing that I'm really excited about, because I'm a new runner. I ran I ran 2 5Ks, but it was my first one in 2 years in June, and now running this 10K I'm actually kind of nervous about, because I'm still like getting my footing in terms of like how I am as a runner. And I've started to feel it, and I think some of that is muscle stuff and learning to stretch better or whatever.
But no,
But
there's a learning
some of
curve.
it is-
And
Yeah.
your stride. I mean, when I first started running, I almost got like growing pains. You know, your body moves differently with running than it does. And when you're first starting, you haven't quite found the best and most efficient way to make your body move in a regular way.
Yeah.
So, there's lots of aches and pains, and like in weird places too, like the arches of your feet, or
It's
the,
weird.
you know, and you know, first thing you have to get really good shoes, and you know, what I like, Runner's World, I think in Libertyville, Illinois. I had a girl there. She was great. They like put you on a treadmill. They watch you run. They can tell whether you pronate or
there's a bunch of places
you know.
like that. They get you shoes specifically, and like if you want to do trail running, or if you're doing long distance running or shorter running, like actually I found that the shoes that I had bought were for shorter distances, and now that I'm trying to run this 10K, I need new shoes because these are not meant for running longer distances. But yeah, there's lots of those little tweaks, and it's also
Shout out to Candy and your new shoes.
yeah, totally. I mean, you need that kind of equipment, and also it's just like your feet hitting the pavement like that when you're not used to it. It can definitely cause some weird issues with knees or whatever. And so the Joint Health Complex is just going to help keep all of that in good shape. And we've heard some really great testimonies.
Yeah, my
about that
mother-in-law
stuff.
swears by it. She just ran out not long ago, and